dropped off to a third, fourth rounder type. But they've done a decent job of keeping that going, and I think that when they do get a new coach and favor a more modern system, I think the bounce back is low.
So is this, again, as we talked last week, Craig, you and I were of the opinion that, maybe this has already been decided. Maybe the ball has been advanced. You just have to make sure Red is a part of the process. He clearly was. I wonder if maybe the replacement has already been decided as well.
I don't think so. I don't get that feeling at all.
The way that Mel has said a couple of things to local reporters after Red Bears returned made me think that maybe it's not actually going to be Mel. And in that case, you might be looking at either Wiseman or Bill McCult, program one of them was a head coach in the USHL. Or they could just swing for the fences because, as we've mentioned a couple times on the show, there are a number of elite-looking coaches in college hockey right now who are, they'd be a bit of a culture shock, but I think you're looking at a top 3 job in college hockey along with BC and North Dakota. You're looking at the opportunity to get a guy who's maybe 45 and has an extremely good record of success. The only problem is that a couple of those guys are actually program alums where they are right now.
So, question for you, Brian.
Yeah.
You said swing for the fences, and you're laying out where the fence is, but why not really swing for the fences
and go for Mike Babcock?
Absolutely.
I think that they've made overtures, and that's not going to happen. Babcock is in a good place right now in Toronto, where he's got a lot of young talent. They've actually started to do smart things, like they have an ECHL team that's all young guys, which not a lot of NHL teams do, because they're like, if we get one player out of this, we're going to be good. They signed Zach Hyman. Zach Hyman was a Florida draft pick, and he didn't want to go to Florida, and so he's from Toronto. He's from Toronto, and also he's on Austin Matthews' wing, the #1 pick in the previous draft, and he's a perfect player because he drives a bunch of play for that guy. They're very smart analytically. They know they've got Babcock. I think he's going to be in Toronto basically for the rest of his career.
I think it's a lot more likely that, assuming it isn't Mel, and the noise seems to be that it won't be. I think it's either going to be McCult, or they're going to go for a guy like Norm Bazin, or I think Brian laid some of these guys out. Nate Lehman of Providence.
Yeah.
Those two might seem to be the most likely ones as far as I'm concerned. I'm not sure about a guy at Yale is probably too old. Sandbalon at UND feels unlikely to me. I think he'll stay at UND.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Any theories why it wouldn't be Mel?
Mel's 58, so
he may be really happy there. He's doing well there. He's a grad. He's a Michigan Tech grad.
he's doing well there, and I know that the administration there would basically give him a lifetime contract.
Maybe less pressure. I don't know.
But I think it would have been Mel 2 years ago. Maybe both parties have been like, the period of time during which you'd be the Michigan coach is now too short to make sense for both of us. And that's the only thing I can think. But I'll be interested to see how this search goes, because neither of the two internal candidates in Wiseman or McCult have nearly the resume that the other guys get. But it's possible that those guys aren't necessarily gettable. Like if you're at Providence and you've already won a national title, if you're at UMass Lowell and you've already got them to the point where they're making the tournament every year, if you're Jim Montgomery at Denver, you've already won a national title and the NHL is interested in you. Michigan could increase the money that these guys are getting, but other things do play in people's lives. So it'll be interesting. We'll see what happens, but I really don't know.
Gotcha. It's 9:21 on a Thursday morning here on the Michigan Insider on Sports Talk 1050 WTKA. Online at WTKA.com. We have a lot to get to. Any other sports? We got spring game coming up this weekend. We also have DJ Wilson, Mo Wagner, names in the draft, no agent. At the same time, it's looking like Miles Bridges